friends, and welcome to Mrs. Carnes and me. We're a part-time travel couple from Southeast Missouri. Thank you for joining us today as we journey to our 34th country, the Kingdom of the Netherlands.
Good morning and welcome to Amsterdam. It's a beautiful day, perfect for exploring Amsterdam.
See it? It's a little big for you, I think.
Right off the ship and you see tulips and wooden shoes. Tiny little car. And all the bicycles. Wow, that's crazy. We are headed to the city center to begin our day. We have a press pass at the Anne Frank House and I don't want to be late. We are hoping to be some of the first in and to avoid the crowds.
Welcome to Amsterdam and welcome to country number 34. 34, here we are.
The Anne Frank House is a biographical museum dedicated to Jewish wartime diarist Anne Frank. The building is located on a canal called the Pinzergracht. It's close to Westkirk in central Amsterdam in the Netherlands. While this was a very somber visit, I'm so glad we did visit. I read the Diary of Anne Frank in school as a child, and now to visit the place where she hid was a surreal experience.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Welcome to the Anne Frank House. So shortly I will give you an audio guide. Please hold it to your ear and ignore the instructions.
The audio guide that we were given was amazing and takes you through the place in a way that documented Anne's experience and those that worked and lived in the building with her. Truly one of the most emotionally charged places I've ever visited, but an absolute must for any visitor to Amsterdam.
Good morning, friends. We just got out of our visit to the Anne Frank House, and I've not read the book. I know the story. Mrs. Carnes has read, I think, every book and watched every movie about it. It's one of those places that you go to that's very sobering and very poignant, and to think that this little girl's story sort of has persevered throughout the years, through World War, and touched so many lives. It's actually pretty incredible, and it's pretty incredible that they even found some of this stuff. You know, they left her diaries behind when they left, and I was just thinking, what would the odds be of actually being able to find that book and find the diary, just to be able to publish it? So it's just a sobering reminder to me of man's inhumanity to man. You know, identifying people and discriminating against them because of their religion or their beliefs. That's just stupid to me. And I don't know if she's going to put this on the video or not, but it's a reminder to me that we shouldn't do that, because there's goodness in everyone. And I have two daughters, and to think that they would have to go through what that young lady went through just makes me pretty angry, honestly, that a government would allow that to happen. So this is a good reminder for all of us, I think, of how not to repeat parts of history.
We're now off to visit a historic house at an amazing location in the oldest part of Amsterdam. Hidden in the heart of the city center is a small wonder called Our Lord in the Attic Museum. We journey to a unique, well-preserved canal house from the 15th century. Narrow corridors and stairs led to historically decorated living quarters, kitchens, and bedsteads, ending in what is literally the highlight of the museum, a complete church in the attic. This attic church was commissioned by the wealthy Catholic merchant Jan Hartman in 1663. He did this because the city government had forbidden the practice of the Catholic faith in public spaces. So, as an alternative, Mass began to be practiced in hidden house churches. This was tolerated by the city government because, in the Republic of the Netherlands, the principle of freedom of conscience applies.
So if you are Catholic or have an interest in Catholicism, or if you're interested in old churches, this is a perfect example of one that's been restored from the 1500s. I would also say if you like to climb up tiny, tight staircases, that's sort of a hobby of yours, come to this place as well, because this thing's full of them. I think Amsterdam is full of them. We've been to two places, and I've squeezed my 2XL frame up the tiniest little staircases between here and the Anne Frank house. So I'm looking for a big, wide street to walk down now.
You know why the houses are so tiny?
Why, Mrs. Carnes, are the houses so tiny?
Because you were taxed according to how wide your house was. So instead of building them, they built them straight up instead of building them wide. So
Fun factoid from Mrs. Carnes and me.
there you go.
It's a beautiful boat.
What if that's what we're gonna go on?
Boat.
It's pretty.
That would be wonderful to get on that boat.
All the tulips. The Tulip Museum is a unique museum in Amsterdam dedicated to the history of this precious flower. Along with the tulip's history, the staggering array of flowers in this display is impressive. Get ready for the #1 cheese experience in Amsterdam, the Amsterdam Cheese Museum. This museum isn't just offering another free cheese tasting. Here you can also relive the history of cheese making and experience the unique flavor of the best cheeses of Holland. That was a good one. What are you enjoying? Do a cheese cheers with me. I'm doing rosemary thyme.
Organic red chili.
Okay, get one. We're gonna do a cheese cheers. Cheers. Or I don't know what they say here. That one's really good. Was yours good? Prost.
Roast.
Okay.
It's just like German.
Okay. Okay. Look at all these. Wow. This is really cool. That's a really blue cheese. It's goat cheese lavender. They have wooden shoes. And they have tulips. That's a cheese press. Oh, look at that. This must be a vat they make the cheese in. There's all the cheese things. Look at that. Brine bath. And with their wooden shoes. Oh, look how cute this is. Just so cute. This is the world's largest cheese knife. Since 1974.
Well, but I mean, it's
These are my new shoes. So we're in the red light district. Maybe? We don't know. We kind of thought we were. What? They call it that, don't they? Okay, look. There's one of those things right there. See it? Right there? That's one leaf. That is wide. Oh, look, you can see the the window shades.
say loudly where they're at. Talk to the camera area of the wind.
Oh, there's the Moulin Rouge. We are in the red light district. Interesting. Of course, we're here during the day, so it's not as interesting as it would be in the night. Take it from a distance.
I can honestly say this is the first condom store that I've ever seen.
So this is the mailbox, and when it says the NED, it means they don't want it to be left any junk mail. Oh, look at this. This is super cute. Look, there's one of those things, Clint. Look at there. Yeah, this must have been like a blacksmith or something. That's one of them.
I thought that was just understood.
Me too. You would think it would be.
We don't need a sign for that in the United States.
They're everywhere. A shoe person. They make shoes there. Westerkirk Protestant Church is famous as the church close to the Anne Frank hiding place. She writes about liking the sound of the bells, but Westerkirk is also famous for a few other things. First, it is the burial spot of the famous painter Rembrandt. It is also the tallest church in Amsterdam, and the pipe organ inside is one of the oldest in the country. This church is surely worth stopping by to see.
Well, folks, as you can see, there are tons of interesting things to see and experience in Amsterdam. But wait, for us, it's not even lunchtime, and we're not even close to being finished. Please tune in to next week's edition of Mrs. Carnes and Me for the rest of our day in Amsterdam, including some unique and tasty Amsterdam food experiences. We know that we're living the good life, and we hope that you are too. Prost!